Welcome to Echoes of the Steppes podcast. Today, we're exploring the remarkable story of one of the least known Jewish communities of Eurasia, the Mountain Jews, also known as Tat Jews. Their history spans more than 16th century and stretches from the Caucasus Mountains to the cities of Uzbekistan. Who was a Mountain Jew and how did they become part of Central Asia's rich cultural mosaic? Let's find out. The Mountain Jews call themselves Juhuro, Ivri, meaning Hebrews. They are an ancient Jewish community whose ancestors settled along the western coast of the Caspian Sea, mainly in what is now southern Dagestan in Russia and northern Azerbaijan. Historians believe that their ancestors were relocated from Persian Azerbaijan to the Caspian region during the middle of the first millennium under the Persian Empire. Living for the centuries among the peoples of the Caucasus shaped their unique identity. While preserving Judaism, they adopted many customs, traditions, and even the language of their neighbors. One of the most fascinating aspects of Mountain Jewish culture is their language. They traditionally speak Juhuri, often called Judeo-Tat, a southern western Iranian language closely related to Tat. Over the centuries, it absorbed many Hebrew words along with vocabulary from Turkic and various Caucasian languages. Because Mountain Jews lived among many different ethnic groups, multilingualism became a way of life. Many spoke several languages, allowing them to trade and communicate across the region. Despite centuries without their own state and constant interaction with neighboring people, Mountain Jews remained deeply connected to Judaism. They observed Jewish holidays, maintained synagogues, followed many traditional religious customs, and preserved family tradition passed down through generations. At the same time, their daily life reflected the culture of the Caucasus. Their clothing resembled that one of neighboring mountain people. They shared similar styles of hospitality, and even some funeral traditions showed regional influences. This remarkable balance between preserving faith and adapting local society became one of the defining characteristics of Mountain Jewish identity. Masters of trade and craftsmanship. For generations, Mountain Jews were respected as highly skilled craftsmen. Many worked as leather tanners, shoemakers, tailors, jewelers, carpet weavers, merchants, and winemakers. In mountain villages, they cultivated vineyards, orchards, and tobacco, while in towns they became successful traders and artisans. Trade connected them with distant regions long before modern transportation. As early as the medieval period, Mountain Jewish merchants traveled to Central Asia, purchasing raw hides and selling leather goods, footwear, jewelry, and finally crafted products from the Caucasus. Their commercial skills helped establish lasting relationships with Jewish communities throughout Central Asia. The connection between Mountain Jews and Uzbekistan became much stronger during the 20th century. Also, small numbers had already settled in Central Asia. Large migration waves occurred after restriction on Jewish movement within the Russian Empire were lifted in 1915. Another significant migration took place during the World War II, when many Mountain Jewish families evacuated to Uzbekistan. They were warmly welcomed by Bukharian Jewish community, which provided assistance with housing, employment, and religious life. The friendship between these two Jewish communities became an important chapter in the history of Judaism in Central Asia. Mountain Jews adapted quickly to life in Uzbekistan. Many learned Uzbek and Russian while continuing to preserve elements of their own cultural heritage. They earned an excellent reputation as jewelers, skilled craftsmen, merchants, doctors, engineers, and agricultural experts. Over time, a well-educated professional class emerged, contributing to many sectors of Uzbek society. Also, never a large community, they became a respected part of the republic's multicultural population. According to Soviet census records, only 216 Mountain Jews lived in Uzbekistan in 1979. But 1989, that number had grown to 617. Educational and cultural revival. The Soviet period brought dramatic change. Schools were established in Mountain Jewish communities. Publication appeared in the Juhuri language, and a written literary tradition developed initially. Juhuri used the Hebrew alphabet before later adopting Cyrillic script. Factories, workshops, and educational institutions offered new opportunities, gradually transforming traditional community life while preserving many aspects of cultural identity. The late 1980s marked another turning point. As political conditions changed, many Mountain Jews immigrated to Israel. Others, later settled in the United States, Canada, Germany, and other countries. Today, sizable mountain Jewish communities can be found in Israel, Russia, Azerbaijan, and North America. Also, dispersed across the globe, many continue to preserve the Juhuro language, celebrate Jewish traditions, and maintain strong connection with their unique Caucasian heritage. The story of the mountain Jewish reminds us the history of rarely simple. They were Jewish by faith, Caucasian by culture, Persian in linguistic heritage, and international through commerce. Their journey from ancient Persia to the Caucasus and eventually to Uzbekistan and beyond illustrates centuries of adaptation without losing identity. Such relatively few in number, mountain Jewish left an enduring mark on every region where they lived, including Uzbekistan, where they became respected professional entrepreneurs and members of one of the Central Asia's most diverse societies. Their history is a testament to resilience, cultural exchange, and the enduring power of community. Thanks for listening to Echoes of the Steppe. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and join us next time as we uncover another forgotten story from the history of Central Asia. Until then, goodbye.